Fuck it. We're gonna open it. And I'm here, what you trying to hide? Why don't you want to open it? And I'm sitting there thinking, why the hell am I gonna wait? I want to see inside of it too. So I just busted all the screws off. We're gonna take a look. By the way, it's the second time I recorded this video. Well, first time technically, but the time before this, I hit the button, it didn't hit record, and I didn't notice. And yeah, I did a whole spiel and bada boom. But I learned from the first one. This piece here, this is the plastic, this is the big plastic piece, this bottom thick one. Which is right there, I'm pointing at. This one right here. That's the plastic for that insert. Each one has one. There's 4 sections. You got your angles, and then you're gonna have 2 angles or 4 angles, and the 4 flats. They put them in sections. Each section has its own power supply. Just like the other Mars, you're gonna have 4 of these power supplies with the duals, which one's servicing the board and the other one is the fan. And then you'll have 4 that are just strictly the actual block of diodes. So let me zoom in. It's upside down. I'm not flipping this light over. You just gonna have to read it that way. Or here, let me get genius on this. Okay, this is a gearhead that can think outside the box. Instead of turning the light upside down, I'll turn the camera upside down. Look at that shit. Yeah, boy. There's your fans, a brushless fan. That's good. There's your model numbers, DC 0.2, so it's almost a 1/4 amp each. 7 bladed fan. I know that because I counted them the last video that I didn't record. Got a nice little angle to the blades. Very, very quiet fan. Pushes a lot of air. I can't tell you what brand these power supplies are, but there's the specs. 34, 43. Now I'm reading it upside down. 1.7, 1.8. You can read it. I don't know what the hell I'm reading out loud. And it's well vented, unlike all the previous power supplies. Let me grab one of the original power supplies that are for the Mars and the reflectors. Okay, let me turn the camera back normal. Here's your typical power supply for your Mars 2 and your reflectors. Okay, it's your specs on that. You can see it's almost 3/4 amp versus, the hell are these? Can't see. 3/4 amp. These are 1 3/4. So the power supplies in this big behemoth, they're a lot bigger for sure. But as you can see, the venting on it is just these little slices on the side. Okay, that's the venting. So what I'm trying to show you is, obviously they did some improvements. They did the Sun series very short, and then the Pro series came out, and it was the replacement for the Sun series. Sun series were nice, but it was a lot of power with a really small light, so it didn't have the footprint. So they wanted to do some more improvements on top of that with power supplies and everything else, even though the Sun series was an awesome small light but pricey, and it didn't cover a whole lot of square footage. They did a lot more upgrades and created the Pro series. So that's all the cooling you got out of the reflector and the Mars 2s. Okay, now the new generation, you got all that's wide open, nice vented. So big difference. I will assume on that just, not talking about quality, but a reliability, having these open to vent and cool down, that's going to extend life. Common sense. This design, not very much. Okay, this is the McDonald's overpriced cheeseburger that has a half a thickness of a standard slice of cheese on it, with some grounded up onions and a soggy ass pickle. And here's your Five Guys burger power supply, which you're charging this much for a light. Yeah, you better put your quality where your mouth is. So only time will tell. We'll test it. Brushless fans, like I said. Here's what it looks like inside. Fuck it. Now you don't have to open one up. I just did. There should be. I know some of you, it's boring, but some guys like me, I like to nerd out. Kind of look how they make shit. It's pretty clean. I'll give them that. Everything's straight, tied up, straight lines. Looks nice. A little overkill on the grease here. That's okay. Having it's better than not having it. But there we go. Like Cree. Let me put all these damn screws back in and get this light up there and start working. Appreciate you stopping by. I didn't want y'all to wait because I didn't want to wait either. Fuck it.